Maya, we're running out of beans, and this is why you need to focus on work, not reading.
Actually, Rachel, you might want to check who owns the beans you're trying so hard to order.
Maya Patel had been making the same cappuccino for the same rude customer every morning for 8 months, and today would be the last time. She was 27 years old, working as a barista at Brewhouse Coffee in Portland, and the owner Rachel Morrison treated her like she had no ambitions beyond the espresso machine. Rachel regularly complained that Maya was too slow, too distracted, always reading on her breaks instead of cleaning more. What Rachel never bothered to ask about was what Maya was reading. Last month, Maya's grandfather in India passed away and left her his coffee plantation, 200 acres of single-origin beans that supplied some of the finest cafes in Europe. Maya had been quietly learning the business, planning her transition, and this morning she finalized the deal to stop supplying beans to Brewhouse and redirect them to her own cafe opening across the street next month. Rachel was behind the counter that morning, frantically calling their bean supplier because their last shipment had been cancelled with no explanation. She snapped at Maya to work faster, saying they might run out of beans by next week and it was probably somehow Maya's fault for not managing inventory. Maya calmly finished the cappuccino she was making, set it on the counter with perfect latte art, and handed Rachel her 2 weeks' notice. Rachel barely glanced at it, saying fine, another lazy barista who could not handle real work. Maya smiled and mentioned that Rachel might want to read the notice more carefully. It explained that Maya was the owner of Patel Heritage Coffee, the supplier Rachel had been desperately trying to reach all morning, and that the contract termination was effective immediately due to Rachel's consistent disrespect of workers. Rachel's face went from annoyed to confused to absolutely white as understanding hit. She stammered that Maya could not just cancel their contract, that Brewhouse had been a client for 5 years. Maya calmly explained that the contract was actually with her grandfather, and upon his death, Maya inherited full control and the right to terminate any agreements. She added that her new cafe, opening in 4 weeks directly across the street, would serve the same premium beans Rachel could no longer access. Several regular customers in line started clapping, saying they would happily switch cafes to support Maya. Rachel tried to apologize, offering Maya a manager position and a raise, but Maya was already untying her apron. Maya's Café, Patel Heritage, opened to a line down the block, and Brewhouse lost 70% of its customers within 3 months. Rachel had to close the shop within a year and later applied for a job at a corporate Starbucks. Maya now owns 4 cafes and directly sources from her family plantation, ensuring fair wages and respect for every worker. Sometimes the distracted barista is actually building an empire while you are busy being cruel.